Ooh, welcome back, heroes. Ooh, let's angle the camera down just a tad bit there. All right, there we go. All right, so welcome back, guys. Well, we are on Bronzebeard tonight. I decided that we'd give it a shot today. So I'm not a whole lot familiar with it. I did create our warrior. One thing I do know is that we do have access to some of our stuff from the Vanity Collection, but because we have not hit level 60, we do not have access to using our heirloom or bind on account gear. So we are stuck with just using this stuff here. Don't need you. Got some food. We'll put the food right there. Shift P. Let's get the rest of this set up real quick. Ascension book and that. We are gonna need to go get the head, the floaty head for when we get dungeons. I don't think we'll get to dungeons tonight just because we don't have bind on account gear. So I don't think we'll get that high level in our first 2 hours of Bronzebeard. As I was saying on stream day before yesterday, the way I'm going to do this is I will focus on multiple builds throughout the week on Ascension, on Conquest of Azeroth. And then once a week I will do Bronzebeard, and then once the servers are more stable, we will also do one stream that is the Epoch server that we just got access to, which is pretty dope. I really like the fact that we can do Project Epoch now, or Epoch, whatever. So that's pretty nifty and pretty cool that we now have access to that. Let's see here. We are going warrior, and the reason why is because I feel like it will be the easiest for us to level as our very first character on Bronzebeard. I'm not 1000% sure, though, because I know, like, unlike Area 52 or Loon or even Conquest, like, we actually have to, you know, there we go. Beauty of it is, as long as we help take down targets, we still get XP for it. And that looks like a two-man group doing that one. Ooh, I forgot how slow things attack. Oh my goodness. Oh, I haven't played Classic in so long. Like, literally everything has a timer for attacks. Like, I have completely forgotten that mechanic of the game. So Warrior actually has the ability to do Sword and Board for tanking. It has the capability of being a, it's called Titan Grip, but it allows you to have two-handed weapons equipped and do mass damage that way. Or you can have one two-handed weapon equipped. Jeez, we're gonna have to eat some food here in half a second. But yeah, so there's multiple ways that the warrior can really go about it. I'm not sure which way I want to go about it. Battle shout. Also, the other thing that's going to be different here is the fact that we have to have money in order to level up. So questing is going to be super important. Professions become immensely more expensive. Y'all can wait. I see y'all over there trying to steal my stuff. Leveling is going to take a little bit longer just because we don't have access to our heirlooms. So, I mean, everything that we're going to have to do in order to get to our first level 60 is massively different than when we're playing on Conquest or Elune or Area 52. So, yeah, there's a lot of differences. Like, this dude's level 4. I wonder if they're coming up here to... No, doesn't look like it. I don't think we can take that guy on yet. So we'll go turn in our quest. I want to be at least level 3 before I attempt it. All of the world's drops or shinies or whatever it is that people love to call them, those are going to be immensely more important now. So we really have to hunt them down and pay attention. The only thing we don't need is going to be bag space. Like, we have essentially infinite bag space. But yeah, I picked Warrior just because I feel like we have Arms. Arms is pretty good. There's Fury. Fury is your fast whirlwind, you know, spin to win kind of barb. Or Warrior. And then we have Protection, which is our tanking. We can't really do anything with it until we hit level 10. Which is probably going to be about 2 days worth of streaming this, so... But if you guys like Bronzebeard way more than you guys like Conquest of Azeroth, at least until Azeroth goes live, you know, we may switch over to doing Bronzebeard content as our primary focus and Conquest as our secondary content. I'm interested to know, like, Bronzebeard is classic plus, so there's some things that have changed, but not, like, majorly, right? Simple Parchment, that's our warrior quest. That's old school. I love that. So you read this, and it basically just tells you, hey, you need to go talk to your warrior trainer.
Blood and thunder. So. Go forth to victory.
Okay, then we want to run over here and grab that. So we did pick up a green chest already, so that gave us literally nothing that we needed. That one at least gave us a back piece, but it's not a back piece we can use. Where is the... There you go. I'm going to keep that axe because we can equip that at level 4. We don't need bags. We don't need you. Don't need that, don't need that. And this we can hold on to, I guess. So, mainly I want to just try and complete as many simplified quests as we can. So, like, we'll take out this. We should have enough money now to get Battle Shout. Okay, no lootable in there anymore. Supposedly there are now crafting stations out in the world. We may go try and find some of those at some point. There are also, there is, new mobs that they added to the starter zones that have a chance at dropping gear specifically for each different type of class. So for melees, there's a new melee mob that you can fight that has a chance at dropping a good piece of gear for you. Casters, healers, the whole 9 yards. And there's a sword over that way. I don't have the peon quest, but we do have... Oh, dang, he attacked that one first. We do have the Scorpid quest. The other reason why I really wanted to go with Warrior is that was one of the very first classes that I maxed out when I first started playing WoW years ago. And so I just figured it would be a good class to come back to. Now, if Devin was on, then we would definitely want to, like, coordinate who was what type of class, you know? Ooh. Whoa. Stop missing. We may have to pick up cooking just because. So as you can see, just watching this guy here, unlike in Conquest where you can be shooting at point blank range, the Hunter does not have that capability. It has to attack melee range and ranged, which made the Ranger, or the Hunter, sorry, a very unique class in the aspect that it could do some damage at melee range. Most of the other ranged classes in Classic couldn't do that. They were very, very, like, we are ranged and that is all we will ever be kind of classes. Okay, we're about to hit level 3, which is good. Okay, back up. Dang it. Alright, we do have the potion. We'll just pop that. Okay, any new skills from that? Nope, gotta be level 4 to get charge. Cooking may end up being a good profession to have early on, just because we can make our own food. Food is going to be extremely important. Alright, we need one more scorpion. Here is another world loot. They actually call them world forged items, like if, according to the developer, so. If I had remembered that this was going to be this slow. Oh no, somebody bit the dust. No, balloon. My guy balloon, no. If I had remembered that Warrior was going to be this slow to start off with, though, I probably would have picked something else. Let me pop up Discord. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Okay, let me message Devin. I don't know if he's watching right now, but... Ugh. Since I've already named the stream, though, I'm not going to change classes, even if Devin does join us. He'll have to catch up to us, I mean, we'll definitely help him, but... Oh. He messaged, and I thought he was... Okay. And boom! Oh, big hit. Get some bleed going there. Now, I will say there is, we will be picking up, just for the extra XP, we will probably be picking up mining and blacksmithing, since we are a warrior. I think that would be two really good professions for us to pick up. Don't. There we go. All right, that's done. On our way back to town, we're going to pick up that sword just to see if it helps. 1 to agility. We don't really need agility, but I'll take the extra armor. Like, this low level, we really just want anything that can give us more damage, more life, more armor. Like, here you go. Two-handed sword. This thing outstrips our current axe big time. So, bam. There we go. If you were a spellcaster, here you go right there. Once it intellect. So, good to go there. Awesome. But yeah, I mean, we have plenty of money right now to where we could get professions. I probably will, just because mining is a really good one to get early on. Blacksmithing, not so much, because there's not much we can do blacksmithing-wise while we're here. In fact, Shift P. Let's get the Book of Artisans. We're going to open that up. We're picking up blacksmithing. We're going to pick up cooking. And we're going to pick up miner. Now, in theory, yep, that gives me the items that we need here. Ooh, ooh, that sounded delicious. Except for the intellect. This is a huge upgrade for us, aside from that intellect. We really don't need intellect or spell penetration. But because it gives us double the armor, basically, that this did, almost double the armor, we're going to go ahead with that, because that is a huge upgrade for us there. Normally, if we weren't getting weapons like we would have, I would say definitely go with any of these, but we're going to do it just for the moolah. So the stick gives us 1 extra copper. We want to run in here, turn in this quest. Another offhand weapon for casters, doesn't really help us. We don't have a back piece and we don't have a belt, so I'm gonna go with back piece just because. There we go, that auto-equipped, and we just got a potion. Potions are always nice and good. We hit level 4. This is a one-handed axe, so if we wanted to do 2 one-handed weapons, we could go with that axe. But since we're not, we're going two-handed weapons. I feel like we should just stick to two-handed weapons for now. They do attack slower, but they do much more damage. So, alright, and then we want to come over here, and we want to say that we are looking for... Find minerals. So now, when we run into any copper, we're going to go pick that stuff up.
Not that kind of orc.
Is he glitched?
Something need doing?
Oh, I think he's glitched. We can also pop that out because we now have 4, so we get 2 new skills now. Awesome. So now we have Charge. Charge is an amazing skill for us. Thunderclap is even better, though, because it allows us to hit people around us.
Leave me alone.
Oh, okay, that didn't work. I won't be mad if the Lazy Peon quest is glitched. I don't see the peons moving. Yeah, none of the peons are moving. I think they're glitched. That might be a problem. Let's try reloading screen real quick. See if that fixes it. But I have a feeling they're completely glitched. I know it is nighttime. And I remember reading a thing that says that they are adding stuff to day and nighttime cycles. So we'll wait until it's daytime again. So we're level 4 now. Let's go take on Sargoth there. Because that will give us another quest. Or no, we need Lazy Peons enabled to finish that guy's quest line. This could be a problem. Yeah, see, even... Well, hello? Oh, hey. Found some copper. Let's go grab this copper real quick. There's this one right here. So we get XP and we get resources, which is fantastic. Love it. Yeah, and see, that peon is literally just standing there. So's this guy. So I think all the peons are stuck. That guy's not supposed to be way over here. I don't think. He's also not supposed to be floating in the air. Somebody bodied this guy. Now we gotta wait. Um, hmm. I am. What do you need?
Well, you get a girl on her lips and you didn't even know.
Hold up, y'all. We got tea. Hold on. What? What the snap? Oh, I am so telling his mama. Oh my God, Toast. He kissed a girl on the lips. Oh, he needs to. Oh, and it's cheating. Oh my goodness, I'm telling his mama, and he gonna get his mouth washed out with soap.
Guess what?
What?
He didn't even know her name.
He didn't know her name. That two-timing monster of a boy. Oh my God, I'm so telling your mama when she gets home. Oh my Lord. 100%. There we go. All right. Ooh, more minerals. So they're saying that the Peon quest is working, but I'm not seeing it. Maybe we just go up and whack them anyway. See if that works. I don't know. I don't know. It's funny, my nephew had a dance today, and I've been working on a chapter on the book that I'm trying to write. And the chapter that I'm on, the characters in my book are at a homecoming dance. So it's just kind of a funny coincidence. All right, so we'll run by and we're gonna whack this guy and see. See, nothing happens. Can I link this in chat, please? See if anybody messages back on that one. Nope, nothing there. We can't go do the pick quest until we can do the lazy peon quest, but we can't do the lazy peon quest because they're not doing anything. They're just standing here stuck.
Not that kind of horde.
Maybe we try and abandon the quest and then do it again? let's backtrack over here. Let's eat this guy. Oh, snap. Gotta make me fight two of these, y'all. After I just healed up. Heal up again. Ooh, 1 to stamina and attack power. We'll wear that. That's dope. Okay. I mean, we're moving and grooving. We're moving and grooving. It's a bummer though that we can't get. Oh, look, another warrior. Oh no, that's the hunter from earlier. Oh, there is 2 shinies. Oh no, that's a copper vein there. There's a shiny there. Is there a shiny down in that little cave area? No? Okay. See anything over there either. I mean, we could go all the way around. I know what that shiny is. It's a trinket for spellcasters, or not a trinket, a necklace, if I remember correctly, for spellcasters. We'll go get it though. We'll go get it. I wish I had like a direct line to the devs, so I could just be like, hey, just FYI, this quest is completely bugged right now. You know, can you look at it on the back end and see if it's something that's goofed up with the transition of the new servers, or... But unfortunately, I don't have that kind of a connection. Hopefully one of them will see my video when I put it in the content creators page. There we go. Hopefully they'll see it and be like, hey, he saw a bug. Let's get that fixed. There we go. Look at that. 2 copper veins. We're moving and grooving on copper. We might be able to actually make some decent gear when we get to leave the training zone. Burning Blade Ring. Yeah, Intellect Spirit for level 7. Not that great. Yeah, yeet! We need one more takedown, and we'll level. Who's gonna be the lucky one? You? Because then we'll actually just use our hearth to get out of here. So we are going to hearth out. Because we've completed everything that we can here, except for lazy peons. If someone watching happens to know one of the devs for Bronzebeard, please hit them up and be like, yo, homie, there is a glitch with the lazy peons quest. The peons are standing still, not doing a darned thing. Alright, this is going to be a money one. 3, 4, 5. We are now level 5, which is fantastic. Okay. Like it says right over there, but that peon is not moving. And the problem is if he doesn't move, we can't really do anything about it either. There we go. We got another one of those caches, another one of those caches.
What do you need? Go with honor.
I feel like Sarkoth should give
Speak, friend.
a chest.
Strength.
Then we can come over here to our mounts. We've got to do this. This is a 2-person mount that we unlocked, which is great. And, like, there's nothing more comical than running around on a camel. But see, like, it's still nighttime. And these homies are not moving. Still. Still not moving. And it's not working. So yeah, if you guys know any devs, please let them know that the peon quest is broke. So we will abandon it for now. I'll have to put in a ticket when we're done streaming to be like, yo. Actually, here, am I able to do this? Let's see here. Category, it is quests. Party. I'm gonna say it's a high request. Report title, lazy peon quest. Enter the quest ID or quest name you are experiencing. Lazy peon. The peons for lazy peon are just sitting still and not going to sleep like they are supposed to for the quest. Is this game breaking? I'm gonna say yes, because you can't do the quest. Open world. What is it? Valley of Trials? Let's actually put that. Valley of Trials. What was I doing? Trying to complete the lazy peon quest. Smack. Sleeping peons. Actual outcome. They are standing Still not moving or sleeping for the quest. Work. What's that dude's name? Talk to Foreman. That's real. Get Foreman's blackjack. Hit sleeping peons. Unhard. Sleeping though. Create the issue. Okay. I doubt. Hey, what's up, Light? I doubt I'm going to have a response while we're streaming, but at least the bug has been reported, and for whatever reason, I can now report bugs. That's good to know too. Ooh. Is that still 10? Yeah. Not that we can do 10, because I think you have to have mining up to like 25 or whatever. But we now have, let's see, open that. Jeez. Nothing good in any of it. We'll move our tools over this way. So 2 tin veins this early on is crazy. But yeah, I'm hoping that they see it and can get it done. Here's another world forged item. I'm starting to think Bronzebeard has more world forged items than Conquest does. All right. So, like last time, what we're actually going to do, and I did this on the cultists that we were playing on Conquest. We're actually going to come up here to Razor Hill for one specific quest. And it's going to be the, not your carrier weight. Hopefully it's available when we get there. But there's a quest that requires you to collect raptor eggs down here in the islands. We want that quest so that when we come back up here, we just have to turn it in. Plus, while we're here, we can go ahead and smelt down all of our ore and do everything that we can here. And it doesn't look like he's able to give us our quest. He's level 6, so it's probably a level 6 quest.
What do you need?
There we go. No, we want bread.
For the horde.
Don't need any of that. Let's go smelt down our stuff. So we're going to put cooking here. Basic campfire next to it. We're going to grab blacksmithing and smelting. So we can stand over here. Yes. Create all. All right. But yeah, how you doing, Light? How you doing? I hope you are doing fantastic. You know, I hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day. Everybody that's watching. Unfortunately, we don't have any meat that we can cook. Otherwise, I'd say we could cook up some meat, and that might actually level us, because we don't have enough copper to get us to level 6 while we're here. But We can do rough sharpening stones. Let's just create all those. That's an easy one to do. So, way more armor. Love that. There was level 6, by the way. We just hit level 6, which is great. But, yeah. Once I can get Devin to play with us on this, we're definitely going to have to figure out, like, what two classes the both of us are going to play, right? Because, I mean, it's going to be a massive upgrade for all that. Or it's going to be a massive win for us if we can pair two classes together that can level simultaneously in the same area, as well as just overall being... Ooh, about to make a mess. About to be, match really well together. So, you have a hunter? Are you on Bronzebeard? Alright, let's create one chest. One pair of pants. And one bracer. So one of the other things that they did was, now when we create stuff, it won't be this low-level stuff here, but once we can start making some greens, we can actually get really good rolls on stuff. I was about to say, there we go. God, that's a huge upgrade there. And then this one here, boom. And then we're going to click our book again. Copper bar upgrade kit, copper mace, copper axe, and chain boots. We can make one chain boot. For the mace, we needed weak flux and linen cloth. Axe, we also needed linen cloth. We need more copper bars to do this. So anything that you make with copper, you can use a copper upgrade kit to increase its stat value by 1. Now, granted, you wouldn't want to use it on the gray stuff, like what we're putting on right now, or whites, whatever you want to call it. Don't want to do it on there. Oh, you're an ally? Hey, look. The Alliance needs members. I'm not going to hate you for that. I'm just kidding. I play Alliance and Horde both. This is just the first character I've made for this server, so I know how easy it is for the Horde. Oh, that's hilarious that we can see that. That's funny. They actually have the carts that go back and forth. That's amazing! Sorry, they don't have this on Conquest, unless it recently got added, like yesterday, since I didn't play at all. But, yeah, I've played a little bit of everything, but because I know how well the orcs level and how the quest line moves, I decided to go with it first and just move on from there. Alright, so Fury, we finally got Battle Shout. Protection, we don't got anything until we're level 8. Which is not for another 2 levels. Goodness. These are good because we can add more damage to our weapon, which is awesome. Love it. Bread, that's more food. We don't need the water. And yeah, all this right here is going to be sellable. Look at that troll rogue. Go get him, buddy. Rogues can be super fun. My issue with rogues, at least when it comes to class, which pick are you choosing at level 10? To be honest right now, no idea. I'm almost 100% positive I'm not gonna hit 10 before we end the stream tonight. Like if this was like, if I was gonna be off work tomorrow, 100%. Oh, I should have gone and grabbed those 2 copper veins. If I was going to be off tomorrow, then 100%, we'd be staying up a lot later tonight, but I'm going to have to get off in about an hour for the sole fact that I'm going... Yes, it's my first tune. But I have to be at work tomorrow morning. And if I don't get off in an hour, then I'm not going to sleep very well. And then I'm groggy and tired, and I get very irritable very quickly at customers. And that does not make for a good salesperson when everybody that calls the store, you're like, basically, what do you want? Why are you calling me kind of attitude. So and what does this guy want? Level up. It's supposed to give us our first green item. We already have that though.
How you doing, man?
Dismount, remount up. There we go. Got to turn that on. Or turn that in. But yeah, this is my first tune on this server. I have tons of tunes spread out between Conquest of Azeroth, between Elune and Area 52. So I have a lot of tunes. I play this game a ton. I was sticking primarily to Conquest of Azeroth, but with Bronzebeard being a little bit more popular right now, I'm going to be streaming it at least once a night, or once a week, rather. And then we also just got access to the new Project Epoch, so I'll be doing that as well. I'll help you out, buddy. Alright, grab it first, and then I'll grab it after you, my guy. Alright. We are going to add more damage to our weapon real quick, since we made those. And you get that for an hour. So this will actually be a really good indicator of when it's time to log out for the day, because that buff will be gone. So we do know that we need to start keeping what you call it? Why is my brain not working? The cloth. Whatever the cloth is called, because I don't know why it's not working in my brain right now. Oop. Okay, and I'm gonna get this first. And then I'll get this after that. See how kindly we can work together, my guy. I don't want to fight that. But yeah, I mean, I love World of Warcraft. I've played tons and tons and tons and tons of World of Warcraft over the years. So to be able to come back and play the classic version of it, I really forgot how slowly these things attack. Jeez. It's a lot of fun. I miss being able to play the original classes. It is definitely a different pace than when I'm playing Conquest or even Area 52 or Elune. So it's insane. It's great. I love it. It is definitely a lot of fun. Ooh, Shadow Gem. I'm not sure if we have access to jewel crafting. Do we have jewel crafting in this one? I don't remember. If we do, gems, like low-level gems like what we're picking up, can actually sell for a pretty decent amount. Another world forged item. Now, since we're not partnered up with that guy, we're going to kind of run away from him for a little bit because we need... Like, this next part's going to really suck because we have to take all these guys out and hope that they drop the right stuff for us here. There's one. Come on. There we go. But yeah, I mean, the thing I like is, number one, they've added some things to make it unique. They've given certain races the ability to be certain classes they originally did not have access to, which I think is phenomenally, like, it's a good thing. It's phenomenal. It really allows you to role play in ways that you wouldn't normally role play a character, even if the character stats are not good for that class. Just the fact that I can be, you know, a Tartan Paladin or whatever is awesome. So I'm all for the changes that they've made to Classic. I'm looking forward to what they do next for Classic. I mean, they added the crafting stations, or are working on adding crafting stations to the world. I don't know which one's the correct information currently. And then we've partnered with another server or another group called Epoch. So they're also a classic plus, you know, original type server. So the fact that they're coming to us, or at least partnering with us, or whatever you want to call it, coming under one umbrella, we are really, really going to be moving and grooving when it comes to what this server eventually will be able to do, and what their server is going to be able to do. I will be playing Epoch once their server gets a little more stable. I tried to play, like, that was going to be the actual one that I was going to do tonight, but I could not log into their server at all. Okay, this will get us to level 7. Oh, okay. One more then. I think when I get to play with Devin on here, one of us is definitely going to have to go healer. The other one should probably go tank. What is your pet call? What? What pet are you talking about? Are you talking about my loot bot? Wherever he disappeared to? Are you talking about lootbot 3000? The thing that's keeping me from having to loot everything? Alright, so while we're on these islands, we're looking for the kitty cats for their furs, and we are looking for the eggs where the rafters are. So this can be a little tricky. I want to go for the kitty cat first. But yeah, if you're talking about Lootbot, the little companion dude that I have next to me, that's what that is. There's one fur. There we go. There's one egg. I should be able to get a second one up around this tree, but I think he already picked it up. He may be on the same quest as me. We're gonna go over here and take on that guy right there. And come on. There we go. Come on. Downside to warriors, man, is the building of rage early on. When you level up higher, it's not that hard to get rage, but early on, man, it is rough. Oh, getting some good stuff here. Oh, but I'm not losing that much. No, no, no. So that's strength and agility. And it's one more damage. No thanks. There's that, but I want eggs. Eggies. There should have been an eggie around here. I guess they're over there. No, that's tigers. Break a few eggs. Not having much luck, though, with getting the skins on these guys, either. Jeez. What bad luck, man. We need one more eyeball to finish that quest. We need three more furs to complete this quest, and we need 2 more eggs to complete that quest. We are getting absolutely gypped on stuff, man. finally got one. Jeez. Sneak in here. Blood Towel investments. There should be some eggies over there. Yep, I see them. Pick up these eggies. A lot of cloth armor. It's almost like they expect everyone to be a caster. Or to not know what kind of gear they're supposed to be having for their class. Which is kind of a bummer. Like, it's not difficult to figure out what gear you really need. Why are they not dropping first? This is so frustrating. I've never had this much bad luck at getting first to drop. This is just atrocious. Look at that. We finished the eyeball quest faster. And that's notoriously bad at drop rate. The furs never take this long. Okay, there's our third one. It says there's an eggy this way. Over there where that guy is. Aw. I tried. Didn't work out well, but I tried. Boom. Come on. There we go. Three for three. All right, we need one more. One more fur, please. There we go. Jeez Louise. Oh. Then we need to head to this main island. We need to take out the Voodoos. We need to take out the Hexed. And we need to take out Zalzane. And I'm trying to think. Oh, and then we got to pick up another skull, too. Problem with it is we can get surrounded very quickly and die out here. Zalzane's going to hit like a truck because dude's going to be like level 9, level 10, something like that. So he's going to be at least 2 levels ahead of us, which is crazy. See if we have any skills we can do. Victory Rush. Oh, we finally have a heal. We finally have a heal. Thank the Lord. So, Victory Rush. Instantly attack a target, causing 43 billion. Can only be used within 20 seconds after you kill an enemy that yields experience or honor. Damage is based on your attack power. And if I remember correctly, it also heals. I could be wrong on that. I could be misremembering this skill. This is already turning out to not be good. Okay. And then, like, we have Victory Rush now. Yeah, I may be misremembering what Victory Rush was. Bring it on, ugly. Oh my gosh, hit! Jeez. Alright, we gotta keep linen cloth. That's what it was. We need to keep as much of that as we can. Let's just grab that. Don't care about that. You're a quest item. You can come down here. You're a quest item. You're a quest item. I have no throwable weapon. Nor do I have a taunt. Yeah, see, this is not one fight and I have to heal up. Like, this is rough, man. We get hamstring at level 8. We don't get anything until level 14 in Fury. Honestly, I want to say I want to do Fury. Because that gives me Whirlwind, Slam, Execute, Berserker Stance. Like, I think I'm going to go Fury. I think. The problem with these guys is the fact that they have that stupid aura on them. And it does a ton of damage. Yeah, this guy's gonna kill us. Crap. Just run. Great. Go away. I don't think we can complete this quest. I don't think we're high enough level. We don't have enough stuff. We do not do enough damage. Now, this is no bueno, man. We may go, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go turn in all these quests that we can real quick. And then we can come back out here. Because that's going to get us to at least level 8. I don't think we have the stats currently to do this quest properly. So let's go turn everything in. If we were hitting harder, it would be a different story. But we're not hitting hard enough to be able to take those guys down quickly enough, especially since they have, what is that skill called? Storm armor or whatever, the little lightning balls that go around them. It does damage to us to hit them. If we were ranged, we'd at least get a free good, a few good free shots in, and then we wouldn't have to worry about it too much. But the fact that they can heal, we do damage to ourselves just to try and damage them. We're not hitting hard enough. Like, there's just not a whole lot of a benefit going on for that right now. But yeah, I feel like when I can get Devin to come play this with us, one of us needs to go heals, one of us needs to go tank. That is probably not the best way to do it leveling wise. But I think for us not having to die and run back to our corpse and all that fun jazz, I think it would be easier for us to do it that way, honestly.
What's beyond your mind?
See if we can get some decent gear. We're turning all 3 of these in.
Greetings, man.
Grab that one, because that's going to be a better back piece that we can wear right now. Don't care about spell power, but we'll take the armor. Wait. Why are there enchants here? I am confused. We have a priest one. That's weird. Sets. Why not? We'll make ourselves look like this. Apply. Why not? Shoot, that didn't even get us to 8. What the heck, man? Stamina, crit. I'll lose 1 armor, but I'm gonna get stamina and crit out of it, so the spell power is pointless, but it is what it is. Alright, we also have break a few eggs, report, and ascension level up. All 3 of those we can go turn in by going back to, actually, we can just do this right here, because I set the Hearthstone to Razor Hill, so we can just do this. We'll turn in these 3 quests here, and then hopefully that gets us to 8.
Strength and honor. Strength and honor.
3, 7, 3, 3. So we're gonna do that one.
For the horde.
I like the blue color of this cloak, though.
Loktar. Go forth to victory.
All right, there's level 8. So run over here, because now it says we have another quest, which is probably going to be like, yeah, it wants you to do the death quest. We may do it just because.
Strength.
Hamstring, Heroic Strike got upgraded. Blood Rage, Rend is at level 10. Okay. Alright, so Hamstring requires Sin Rage. This is going to go here. We can use that every minute. No! I don't think I can catch it at all. Had we been able to catch it, we could have easily gotten back to town. But that's fine. Let's see. What were we talking about? So Hamstring maims an enemy, reducing movement speed by 50%, which is meh. We honestly just need more damage. We may have to waste some time and collect copper so we can just level up copper and try and get better gear. So we may waste a little bit of time because that stuff, even though we just hit level 8 and it says it's a level 8 quest, that stuff still does a lot of damage to us, unfortunately. Hey, I like that one. Overwhelming Rage. So, Overwhelming Rage, maximum rage is increased by 20%. We don't unlock anything until level 10, unfortunately. But, I mean, that is what it is. Simple flour. We could take out the piggies to get stuff to do some cooking with if we really wanted to. But, yeah, I want to farm up some copper so we can make some more copper bars. Level up our blacksmithing a little bit more. That way we can hopefully make some better gear for us that has stats that will help us do more damage. He's a chamois. An old school chamois. I didn't think you could go inside or claim that from outside, so that's why I ran around the other direction. See, here comes that cart again. Cart again. Not cardigan. But yeah. Da, 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 da. This is definitely bringing back the nostalgic factor, my guys. And ladies. It's been a long time since I've played Classic. This is great. Ugh, there we go. Come on. Get up there so you can get that. Should have emptied our bags while we were in town, but that's fine. I'm going to run down this side to get back to here, and then we're going to come run up back towards town and collect as much copper as we can. Like I said, this part right here is probably going to be super boring for a lot of people because I'm going to be running around collecting professions. If we really wanted to get XP super fast, we would get the woodworking or whatever it's called profession, so we could just chop down trees because that gives you a ton of XP to do it. But I'd rather have a profession that becomes beneficial to us. What have I gotten our mining to anyway? I don't see any upgrades. 24. Almost able to get 10. Dun, 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 dun. It's gonna be real sad if all I'm doing is making that many copper bars. I don't think we'll be able to craft much with blacksmithing. Yeah, we're at 24 with blacksmithing. We should be able to start getting some greens. It's not the best place to get copper, but usually I find more than just this. Maybe the chamois has been collecting some. I see you, chamois. I see you, chamois. With your Earthing Guardian and Lightning Shield. That was the skill I was trying to think of. No, you don't. That one's mine. Go away, Tarn. You Tarn Paladin. Primarily what we're trying to do, and I won't have enough linen cloth, but we really want to make weapons and armor that are green, because then we can start crafting gear that will be more specific to who we are and what we're trying to build. So we're looking for strength, we're looking for stamina, because stamina gives us health. So 28 copper bars. So mining's at 38. Oh, I must have misread the wrong profession. So we can actually get 10 now. And unlike Conquest, our stats are only going up by 1 instead of 3, like we were getting with Conquest. Conquest, I think, makes it to where you forget how hard it was to really do much back then. Waystones, this is the damage of blunt weapons by 2. Or we can do these. I'm going to craft all of these. There's 30. Okay, before we start wasting materials, go ahead and do that one. But yeah, so like this wood cutting one, if you do this one can get you a lot of XP. Rough grinding stone, copper claymore, copper dagger. So dagger requires wheat flux and rough grinding stone. Rough grinding stone requires 2 rough stone. So we could just go grab more stuff like that. Copper upgrade kit. None of those are greens. Claymore. So 2-handed weapons, 17 to 29. Like, we really need that. So let's go see if we can find some more copper real quick so we can get some rough stone. And then we also need to go buy some weak flux. Sell all the stuff we don't need. We don't really have a surplus of cash right now. So I'm just going to buy 10 of the weak flux. I haven't really seen any new mobs like they were talking about in the starter zone, so maybe they haven't placed them yet. There you go, copper right over here. If we wanted to work on cooking, taking out the boars that are around here, give a lot of boar meat, and you can cook that up for a really simple cooking recipe. That one right, this one right here, just requires a chunk of boar meat, gives you 61 health when you sit. The one that you really want early on, spiced bread is good if you want to do simple flour and mild spices. You have to buy those. The eggs, any bird type can give you that. But like literally the next recipe gives us like a really, really good early on cooking recipe. At least for spellcasters, because I believe the first one you get is +2 to spirit after you sit. And anything that can give you +2 your primary stats, agility, strength, int, spirit, stamina, anything that gives you pluses to these is phenomenal early on. So then we're going to go here, and then we're going to scroll down to the claymore. No, we needed light leather, and I sold it. Crap. Hold up. Can I buy that back?
What are you looking for?
No, dang it.
May your blades never fall.
That was a dum-dum, and I sold the freaking stuff we needed. Okay. We're gonna wait for the cart to get back, and then we'll use the cart to get back down there. They gave him a skull icon. How interesting. Alright, so we need to keep leathers, and we need to keep linen cloth. Hello? There's the cart. So Blood Rage will give us 20 rage right off the rip every minute. And an additional 10 rage over 10 seconds. So 1 rage a second, essentially. I like how if you look at our dude, we're like flying. It's crazy. Or no, that's the dude driving the cart. Because we're up here. In Mani, level 1 orc chamois. Come on. I'm in the cart. Let's go. Vamonos. Please. I'm afraid if I get out, it's just gonna, like, take off. Yeah, so, like, spiced wolf meat, that's what I was talking about. That's the first recipe you can learn. And it gives you some really good stats, though, so... Oh my god, so sorry. We got 20 minutes before I have to get off for the day. So we are headed back down this way. I still don't think we're going to be able to do enough If I wasn't a dum-dum, I would have had leather for us to be able to make the claymore that we needed. Because this claymore does a ton more damage. We would go from 13 to 20 to 17 to 29. I don't know why it says we would gain armor. That's weird. And lose damage per second. Well, the damage per second is because of the swing speed. The claymore has a 7.7 damage per second swing speed. Whereas our current weapon has a 4.4 weapon, or 3.4, sorry. So our weapon damage is 4.9 damage per second. Better than the claymore. Short sword, same thing. We'd actually lose stats on that. Our swing speed would go up, though, technically. Alright. We'll go give this another harumphing attempt. If I remember correctly, there is something lootable over on this island. So let's go check that first, and then we'll come back this way. I think Devin's the one that found the thing on that island. He's been more interested in finding the world-forged items than I have been. Don't get me wrong, I think it's cool to have the world-forged items, but until we came to this server, I've had access to heirlooms, and so it hasn't really mattered, but we don't have a level 60, and so this server won't let me use heirlooms until I do. Oh, there's a lootable right there. I see some shinies. It won't let me target it. What the heck? Hello? Okay. One to strength, one to agility. Oh, that's nice. Oh, we're in combat, so we can't swap. Yeah, I see some copper over there, some copper behind us, but I'm looking to see if there is a lootable on this island. That is our primary focus for now. Oh, are you a world forged item? Another bag. Fun. Don't need bags. Okay. I don't think there was another one on this island. I think it was just the one that he found. Okay. Then we're going to go swim across here again. I know of another world forged item that we can pick up. I honestly don't think we can complete this area though yet. I just don't think we do enough damage. Without tankability and without... And we can't tank because we're not able to be in defensive stance to take the reduced damage with the increased threat. See, that's the part that sucks. is that they heal, and then we don't have a way to reduce their health down faster than they reduce ours. That is so rough, man. Absolutely rough. What did we just pick up? Silver bar, that's nice. We'll hold on to that. If I equip this, just for giggles, can I dual wield? No. Alright, just for giggles, we're gonna try this. Okay. No bueno. There we go. I don't honestly think we're going to be able to clear this. I know I keep saying that, but I don't feel like we're doing enough damage by ourselves. We really could use a secondary person backing us up, you know? Okay, hamstring does no damage. So we're taking hamstring off our bar for now. So this doesn't really do any damage. So right now, these are really our only two damaging abilities. This does damage over time, and then this does damage only after we've taken out a target. We gotta stop missing, man. Our hit chance is garbage. Like, the Hex Trolls aren't hard. It's the Voodoo, and then Zalzane is going to be a freaking nightmare. Alright, that dude took down all the Voodoos, which is fine. We're going to run up over here and grab this skull. We're probably going to get attacked by Zalzane as we do this. Run down the hill. Like, we need 4 more Voodoos, 2 more Hex, and Zalzane taken out. I see a Hex over here. We're going to go take it out real quick. Oh my god, stop missing. Really? As soon as I get ready to hit our charge, He aggroes me so I can't hit my charge. So lame. Okay, one more hexed. Let's heal up real quick. Come on, stop missing. Okay, let's back out of here and heal up again. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I think it wasn't until much later that Victory Rush added a heal to its effect. I don't think that was in the Classic. Ooh, back up, 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 back up. Let's eat. And then wait for Zalzane to come to us. And hopefully none of the other voodoos respawn before he gets over here to us. And then we can take his happy butt out. And then when he starts walking to us, we'll pop Blood Rage. Come on. Because, see, this dude's level 10. He is 2 levels ahead of us. He's gonna hit like a truck. Come on. I need him to walk this direction. Get that. Start building rage. Crap. Because he can also heal. I can't take him on with multiple people. Come on. Especially when he can curse us and reduce our strength so we hit less hard. And we don't have as much health. Yeah, I just need Zalzane taken out. And I just need one more voodoo taken out. If we had potions, this would be perfect. Alright, stamina, spirit, shadow resistance, sure, we'll wear that. That's no good. That's no good. That's no good. Alright, here he comes up the hill. Come on. Get bleed on him. Come on. Woo! Thank the heavens. Bird. I'm gonna let them take us out so we can get the less run and more resin. Come on. Are we gonna actually get the win on this? Dope. I'm like, at this point, I'm trying to lose. Come on. Here, we'll just go fight a voodoo troll, because this guy definitely will take us out. We'll end up taking ourselves out. There we go. Release spirit. Resurrect in a safe zone. Closest town. That's fine. We'll take the durability loss. Bam, Razor Hill anyway. Not where we wanted to be. But we completed that Ascension quest, so I'll take the XP there. Hopefully we can make it over to this guy before he takes off. Kaboom. Oh, now we're done in here. Nice. And then just wait for that to take us back so we can turn in that quest. And then we should be good for the day, I think. We're going to be at the 2-hour mark anyway. I hope you guys are liking the Bronzebeard content. I don't think Warrior was the way to go to start off with. You know, I might play around with it and see if there's a different class that we might try and level to 60. Just because we're not going to have access to a lot of the stuff that we really want. For that, but, you know, having a class that can self-heal would be great. Do a little bit more damage would be great. So, you know, I'm thinking things like Priest. Warlock's pretty dope because it gets a tanking pet pretty early on. So we could go that route. Paladin's pretty overpowered. We could always go Paladin. And both of those classes get I don't know if they kept them, but had free quest mounts. Druid would be pretty dope just because it has the ability to tank, heal, melee DPS, range DPS, so that might be pretty cool. We might check that one out. So yeah, I mean there's a ton that we could do in order to really just test the waters of what this server can do. But I will definitely continue trying to level a little bit off camera later. I gotta go make sure the kids haven't tried to destroy the house since their mother is away. And then I also have to get ready for bed. But yeah, I mean, I'm having an absolute blast coming back and having this nostalgia factor, plus the fact that now professions are really super important early on. It really changes how you got to look at the character that you're playing. You can't just be like, oh, I got, you know, the heirloom gear on and I can literally just face roll whatever character I'm playing. I don't really have to pay attention to it. Ooh, look at that. Got to level 9. Let's see here. Any new quest or Skills? No. Then we can... Oh, wait, no, we don't want to hearth because we've got the shiny quest that we want to pick up next time. It's the only quest... Actually, here. We'll go a little over the 2 hours just to grab the shiny quest. Open that up. 1 to agility. Terrible on armor. Got another health potion. That's good. I like health potions. We actually kind of need those. But yeah, so... Definitely brings back the nostalgic factor. Plus, we're getting new zones, new items, new all sorts of stuff that just make it that much, like, just tiny fraction different so that we can really not have the same experience as retail WoW. Which is phenomenal. And don't get me wrong, I love retail WoW. I really do. But the problem that I have with retail WoW is the fact that it's gotten so cookie cutter, and you can literally hit max level in a day with the way they did the XP on there. And that's with or without heirloom gear on retail. You don't really have to put in a lot of effort with retail anymore, and they've made it to where they want you to get as quickly as you can to max level so that you can raid, and then they slowly give you raid content to do, and they're always moving the end goal, which is good. Like, that's what keeps people interested, is when that finish line, so to speak, keeps moving further out. It makes it to where you want to come back and you want to keep playing. But when your business model turns into whatever group is screaming the loudest, let's just do whatever it is that they're saying they want done so that they stop being the loudest group, it makes it to where it's very hard for someone to stay interested. The lore doesn't make sense anymore for retail WoW. The fact that you can get legendaries relatively easily. I don't know about the latest content, but, you know, back in Burning Crusade, or not Burning Crusade, Legion, back in Legion, literally you got a legendary item for each one of your specs. All you had to do was a quest. It was that simple. So yeah, I mean, there's things that they just don't make sense to me as a player to do unless your entire thing is to just keep people just interested enough to keep paying the monthly subscription so that you're making money. Like, you know, I still think the 2 best things that Retail WoW ever did was bring out the Pandorans for the Monk class and bringing out the Drakthir for the Invoker class. Those 2 things, in my opinion, were probably the best thing Retail ever did. Because they didn't require you to do a quest to get them. They didn't require a reputation gain to get them. They were just part of the expansion so you could keep playing. Now, that being said, I thought it was a neat idea to add races that you could unlock. But some of the races to unlock them, if you weren't doing those particular quests... Here, we're going to go turn in shinies real quick, just so we can start with a fresh set of quests here. If you weren't doing the progressive quests in order to build reputation with certain factions, it would take you months of work to unlock some of these new races. And then even then, it was a giant pain in the butt, because you were like, is this race going to be a race that I want to play in order to be better at whatever class that I am? And it really got to the point where it was dumb. It really was. Like I got the Volpera unlocked. I got the Horde Elf unlocked. I got the Alliance Elf unlocked. And I think that's it. Because after that, I was just like, this is dumb. Like, I tried to do the dwarves for the Alliance side. I tried to do the humans for the Alliance side. Problem with the Alliance humans is it requires you to go to the PvP area and get that reputation up to Exalted. And I was like, forget that. I don't care. The Volpera was probably the easiest because all you had to do was the Volpera quest line and then do like a week's worth of dailies and you unlocked the Volpera. It was the simplest one to do. But the rest of them were just a giant pain, to be honest.
Speak, friend.
All right, let's get rid of everything out of our bag here. There we go.
For the horde.
Okay, well, like I said, guys, that's going to end it for today. I will try to be, well, yeah, tomorrow night we will definitely be on. I'm not sure which server I'm going to play yet. If we continue with this one, yay. If we continue with a different class that we need to level up for Conquest of Azeroth, COA, so that we can start getting more of those builds out. Awesome for that too. But I'm also hoping that we can play some of the new Epoch server, just so we can see what that one is about as well. But like I said earlier on in the stream, my goal for this from now on is to work on multiple different classes on COA so that we can get more builds out a little bit faster. And then once a week, I will do this server, and once a week, I will do Epoch once their servers are settled, so that you guys can kind of see a little bit of everything that this game has to offer. We may even start throwing in some Elune or Area 52, just so that you guys can see that stuff. But I am curious to know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comment section below what server you guys like, what classes you guys like, so that I know kind of roundabout where you guys are looking to find content. Outside of that, my 2 days off from work, which are right now Sundays and Mondays, I'm going to be dedicating to those days, not to streaming, but to making more video contents for you, like leveling guides, how to make gold, add-ons, build guides, all that kind of stuff. For the most part, those videos are going to be available to members first for 24 to 48 hours, and then they will be available to everybody else after that until we get more members. Speaking of which, when I hit 5 members, we are going to do a giveaway on the store. You can pick anything, whether that's cosmetics, whether that's mounts, XP scrolls, whatever. If it's on the auction in the real world store, I'm going to pick every time we hit 5 new members. I will pick a member at random, and they will get to tell me what they want from the real world store, and I will go buy it for you. So that's kind of where I'm at there. Other than that, guys, I will catch you heroes in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. If you're not a subscriber, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to know when I go live or send out videos. If you're over on Twitch, please make sure you hit follow. We are getting so super close to hitting all of our goals on Twitch. I'm super excited about that. So make sure you hit follow. It really helps me out a lot over there too as well. So I will catch you guys next one. Be safe out there, guys. Peace out.